On March 20th, 1790, Thomas Jefferson ferried across the Hudson River to New York City. It was the first day of spring, an auspicious day to join George Washington's cabinet as Secretary of State. After having lived luxuriously in Paris for 5 years while serving as minister to France, Jefferson was affronted that his best housing option in Lower Manhattan was unfashionable 57 Maiden Lane, which he was forced to lease from a grocer. Jefferson's seeming unpreparedness is surprising. He most assuredly knew beforehand that the city was teeming with politicians. The American Congress had been convening in New York City for over 5 years and operating there under the brand-new Constitution for more than a year. Jefferson also claimed that until his arrival he was supposedly unaware of any ugly bickering going on between the representatives of the northern and southern states. This, too, was disingenuous, as Jefferson had been in frequent correspondence with James Madison and others. The young nation to which Jefferson had returned in 1790 was in danger of being torn asunder over 2 divisive issues: a permanent location for the new nation's capital city, and Alexander Hamilton's program for the federal assumption of wartime debts. We know many of Jefferson's thoughts about his life in New York City and his time of federal service there because he chronicled and published them. Jefferson asserted that he felt compelled to negotiate détente, so he invited leaders of the 2 factions to a dinner party. Again, according to Jefferson's account, it was at this June 20th, 1790 gathering where he, Jefferson, masterfully mediated the hard-won agreement that would reunify the country. The seat of government would remove to a swamp on the Potomac River to please the Southerners in exchange for the necessary votes for Hamilton's plan, which would satisfy the North. Jefferson recounted this version of the dinner party 3 times, in his own papers in 1792, in a September 9, 1792 letter to George Washington, and in his memoirs published in a collection called the Annals. Jefferson's narrative has been engraved in our nation's lore as the Compromise of 1790, or the dinner table bargain, and has been called one of the most pivotal and important moments in American history. Even Lin-Manuel Miranda's hip-hop dramatization, Hamilton, an American musical, venerates the celebrated soirée in the song The Room Where It Happens. Sung by Aaron Burr, who would murder Hamilton in a duel and who was excluded from Jefferson's dinner, Burr not only aches to be a player, but also with great relish accuses Alexander Hamilton for posterity of selling New York down the river. That damning charge was Jefferson's intent. Miranda, however, gets it right in his refrain, Thomas claims.